Sorry, even though it was happening in the class trial had been put on hold, we headed off with Kyoko in the lead. Where she took us was the crime scene. Do not pull down the skirt. If you pull down the skirt, I'm done.
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
Oh my god.
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
She's putting heavy emphasis on this. I already know Chihiro's a guy.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands?
Yeah, Hifumi. Go ahead and you be the one to do it. You be the one.
No way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
Thank you, Sakura.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
They are so... They're lost causes, except for Sakura.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her.
I don't know about that.
So just leave this to me.
Sakura. What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about? That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go.
Yeah, should
I'm
have
sorry,
genocide Jill.
Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Put her hands together in a brief prayer. Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
You know what, Kyoko? Maybe you should have just pulled down the skirt at this point. You're just making it more awkward.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this...
Oh my god.
What is it?
She found out he was a trap. It's a trap.
Not possible. It's not possible.
It is possible. Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is
Not a girl!
Is what?
a boy!
I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
Oh my god. Delayed reaction.
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Then it's really true?
Oh my god.
Chihiro was a guy?
Yes, Makoto.
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat.
Thank you, Monokuma.
Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
Oh my god.
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting. Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial. Ahem. I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial.
Wow.
We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy.
Oh no.
Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
I think that Chihiro was actually a guy. I thought it never crossed my mind. Really? Really? He literally said he didn't want to go in the locker room.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room and was then later moved to the girls' locker room.
Yes,
And
sir.
the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
Yes, sir.
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd.
Mhm.
I knew he felt a little off.
Off.
There was a
Yes.
certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation!
Shut up, Jill.
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
There's a couple more.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
No, we don't.
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
He's off in his own little world.
He always is, Hifumi.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Nope.
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it.
Hey, very true.
But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy, if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Mark it as correct?
Hey, he's a teacher.
He's right.
Teacher now.
I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
you're a creep, you know that, Byakuya.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
Oh, damn.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
You're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
This guy is useless.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility. Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of
You're
course
pretty
I
useless
do.
too, Top.
What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
Yes.
That's very true.
Very, very true. Oh, it's so true. I could say true 1 billion times.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
This is not a game of hide and seek. Byakuya didn't do it. And who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing we can be sure that we know about the killer. The killer is a guy.
A gun!
The crime scene was the boys' locker room. You would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. That's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. Very disappearing stain, Celeste account. We're gonna have to do yield
Isn't
Celeste's
there a
account.
single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw
Obviously
the killer,
not.
they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Very true. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer.
Don't go away.
No.
Oh, we're
No,
chilling.
it's wrong.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
A classic sleuth answer.
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Really?
I'm surprised no one's messing up between him and her.
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime.
You tell him.
I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse.
You couldn't have told him any slower.
I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag, and then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely
Very
that
true,
the culprit
very, very, very
destroyed
true.
them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
Oh, odd you say? Let's have it. Let's have it then. Well, I better get going. Kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry.
In a hurry? Hurry to
But
where?
Why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
Hey, good conjecture.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
Yes, it is clear.
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Because you're girls and he's a guy.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
Oh, what a marvelous friendship!
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
Yes. Now we're on track.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
Oh, I can guess.
No, you already have what you need to make the connection.
That's right, Kyoko.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
I do. I do know. How did you know, Kyoko?
Seriously?
Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of.
Yeah.
Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
The details.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on two pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Yep.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Indeed.
Easy for you to
Indeed.
say. But fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
Yes, Celeste.
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from.
Oh, information comes out.
Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Oh, Chihiro's track it. Did I just say track it? I mean, that's a decent abbreviation. Does Chihiro's track jacket really hold some clue about the killer? Yes, it would, wouldn't it? Somehow it's really hard to believe. I agree with you, Nico. It's not obvious. Library desk lamp, disappearing stains, less account. Alright, I doubt it's any of these.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise.
Yes.
So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
What type of workout was he gonna do?
Got it. He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
Maybe.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My
probably not.
tracksuit is black.
Why'd you say
I
that?
don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
Yeah, we
I
already
have
know
a white
you think
tracksuit
that.
personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Nice.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way. Not a chance.
You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
Something off about what someone just
First
said.
of all, we know where Chihiro was headed.
Alright, what is this?
He was on his way
What
to
does
go
this want?
exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
No,
So,
do not.
what you're saying, the killer was wearing the same blue
Blue
tracksuit as
tracksuit
him?
is in. Probably
My
not.
tracksuit is black.
Tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a track cause exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally.
White tracksuit.
I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way. Not a chance.
You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
So I have exercise, whether they would be wearing the same tracksuit, black tracksuit, and white tracksuit. So obviously the contradiction is not that Mondo's tracksuit is black, it's not that Hiro's tracksuit is white, and it's not that Chihiro was going to go exercise. So it would be that the tracksuit would be the same color. Right? So the only thing that says that is Celeste's account, right?
He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
It's likely that this is incorrect.
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
No, that's wrong.
Yes.
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
What did you say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said...
I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then I assume he headed off to exercise.
She never said anything about the jacket's color.
Ooh, how'd you know that?
So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you? You just...
Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
Incriminated himself.
Fact, it was blue?
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Oh no, Mondo.
Because I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it.
You telling me, Kiri?
The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died! That's the only possibility!
Cherry?
Are you talking about Chihiro?
That's the only one she could be talking about.
So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
That tongue needs to be put away.
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, he wasn't.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
Trying to lie. She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It's almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag.
She definitely did. You tell him, Big Mac.
If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
Oh no, Mondo, my brother. No, you couldn't have killed him.
Here, you've dug your own grave.
Oh shit, she's right.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit.
Hey.
That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
Hey, she's a sleuth, just like me.
What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
Because I hate him. The way he talked, the way he was acting. No, I'm gonna say the way he talked.
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off.
Was I right or wrong?
Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently.
Yes, I knew it.
You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude.
Hey, I caught that.
Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You noticed such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one.
I got it right, but it didn't give me the I've got it.
Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
I don't think he murdered Chihiro, Kyoko. I think it was an accident.
Mondo, was it really you?
It was.
Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone!
I don't think he lied.
You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah, he would never do something like that. This is a false accusation.
Get out of here, Kiyotaka.
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
Are we, though?
My time has nearly come.
How'd you get that voice?
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Oh no, now that he's on the spot.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then... here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to
It's
be an
Chihiro's handbook.
I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
I got it! We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
We do know that, Makoto. Good job, Big Mac.
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not.
You tell him.
They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere?
We do, Monokuma.
How
You
precisely
cotton bear.
did the handbooks get broken?
How did the handbooks break? There's only one possible explanation. By hitting its weak point.
I got it! You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
One weak point.
Yeah! You remember that?
We remember everything, Monokuma. You can't hide anything.
Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
You think he's gonna tell you?
You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
Oh.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands.
Oh, do you?
But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is...
The battery!
When it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
I mean, that was pretty... That would be one of the first things somebody would try.
I flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh?
200 degrees? Jeez.
It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin.
Oh, thanks for the educational
If the
tidbit,
hot
Monokuma.
air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
I went to the sauna and I couldn't find it. Darn.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
Oh, Mondo and Taka spent a very long time in the sauna.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why.
True.
And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
Mondo and Taka.
I might know someone who did.
Oh, wait. Not Taka. Taka took his clothes off. Mondo was wearing them.
Whoa! Seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Oh no, Taka's having a breakdown. Who might have brought their handbook into the sauna? Could only been one person. Bop. Bop, 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 bop. Did I take the longest route? Did.
Here's my answer.
There it is!
Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What?
What?
Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
No, because the evidence points to him. Taka, I'm sorry.
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
Yep. Matches up. It's consistent.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but what I found is something that proves it's beyond a shadow of a doubt. Broken Knee Handbook, Alloy's account, Genocide Jack case file, Chihiro's Handbook, card reader. We got a bunch this time.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Are you sure about that?
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
I know what to do. I know what to do. They put this was a fan service. This was a fan service one.
What he said, you broke your own.
This was definitely a fan service.
Well, my goddamn handbook. See?
Give it to me. Give it to me. No, get out of the way.
Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
No, come back. I know what to do. I know what to do.
If what he said, you broke your own.
Give it to me. Give it to me. Minus 10 seconds.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Makoto was wrong.
Give it to me. Oh, I'm ready
wouldn't hurt
for
a
it
fly.
now. Let's go. I know what it wants me to do.
Your own. In other words, if then that proves.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
No, that's wrong. I missed.
See? Look! Makoto was
missed.
wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Darn.
Let's test
I messed it up.
What he says, you broke your own. In other words, if then that proves.
Well, my goddamn handbook
No,
works
that's
just
wrong.
fine.
Oh, it didn't work? Come on, game. Come on. Why?
Shoot!
Why? Why wouldn't you let me do that?
Let's test Makoto's assertion.
Alright. We have to
If
think.
what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your...
We have to think. Alright. Card reader. A male student handbook for the boys' locker room and the female students for the... Okay. So yeah, he wouldn't be able to get in the locker room, right? And Leon's was broke. Oh no, that's why you broke Leon's. So do I need to throw out Leon's handbook? As proof that he broke that too? But see, we need to break Leon's in order to cover his ass, right? Do I have that? I've got a Chihiro's handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's
Card reader,
handbook
the broken
is
handbook.
actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
I don't know if I have to do the
See?
I'm wrong
Look!
or not.
Makoto was wrong after all!
Was I wrong?
Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
I wasn't wrong, and his thing does not. It's definitely
Let's test
Leon's
Makoto's
handbook,
assertion.
right?
If what he says is correct,
It could also be the card reader. It could also be the card reader. You could spin the card reader to repeat this, and you could also spin the broken handbook. The question is, which one do they want me to shoot? It was in Leon's. Got the card reader right here. I'm gonna try the broken
you
handbook
broke
first.
your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's then that proves.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Yeah, what was that?
No, that's wrong!
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
Is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall.
Oh yeah, he didn't break Leon's. That would have been the smart move.
Isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's.
Man, they missed. That was a missed opportunity. You can't tell me it wasn't perfect for me to just shoot the wrong bullet at the contradiction. That would have been fantastic.
That the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's, yes?
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student.
Hey.
It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so.
Oh no, he's not wrong.
I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch. What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong. You are wrong. You have to be wrong. Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all up.
Nope.
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning. That way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
You know it. Okay. Alright, yeah. Oh, Chihiro's been spied. Ah, Chihiro packed the black tracksuit as well. Alright, what came up here? Peace out. What is... This was from the last case. Let's see. Why would you kill him? Ah, man. My memory of this was that it was a workout accident. But it looks like Mondo's actually just a little bitch. It wouldn't be this. Now we need to go to... Well, hold up. Is that Mondo's hand? Can't tell. Byakuya's face here. Oh, it's none of those? Oh no, this one has a hand on it, right? Alright, this might be going away soon. Takes off the poster, picks up Chihiro, goes to the girls' locker room. Do we see it? It's right there, okay. Which one is this? No, we got that already. There we go. We need it on the ground. I'm not certain this is right. I don't know, that's it. Is there another option? I don't think there's another option. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and do this one.
Here's exactly what happened. First, let's take a look back to before the incident.
Set this on auto.
Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct?
She did.
At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room.
Yes, he did.
But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
What? No! How's that wrong? Out of all of them, that one was wrong? Okay, hold up. How was that one wrong? So it's here? Is the door open in that frame? Okay. Is it this? They shouldn't have two of these. This could be either. We've seen that before. No, this one has the, like, killer hand on it. One has the killer hand. This has Chihiro's hand on it. One has, like, an actual hand. This one's just, like, gray, featureless hand. I literally just had it mixed up.
The killer
Boo!
is you!
Boo! Boo.
With bag in hand,
It could have
Chihiro
been
headed
either
out,
of them.
even though it was officially nighttime.
Actually, it was both of them. It was just mixed up.
She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room.
I thought she was walking up to the
But how
door
could
and then
the
she
victim,
put it
who was
in.
apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room? Simple, because she was really a he.
Could have made it more obvious
he was
that
able
the,
to use his own handbook to
that
gain
the door
entrance
was
to the
open
boys'
in
locker room.
that little like circle.
Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him.
Yes, who could it have been?
It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro,
And whack.
and attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from.
You killed him,
It
Mondo.
was likely
How
in
could
the
you
heat
do
of
that?
The moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet,
I'm pretty sure this is not
Then,
how the death
removing
went
the bloody
down.
poster,
I think he moved Chihiro to the
and
girls
finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room.
to, like, protect.
A girl's handbook was
protect the
necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl.
Yes.
After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch.
Crime switch.
That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated.
What a little gremlin.
So,
What a gremlin.
after
Byakuya is a
stumbling on
literal
the crime
gremlin.
scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter.
That means he gave away Toko for literally no
And
reason.
around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook.
Yeah, destroy that handbook.
And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out.
Could they have known? But wait. Because it was Mondo.
Isn't that right, Mondo Orada?
Oh no.
Wait,
Speechless.
this can't be right. Where's your evidence? Yeah, where's your evidence?
Oh no.
You need evidence. You need proof. Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him.
Because Mondo is the killer that already revealed itself earlier in the trial. All I could do is check that one item of his and everything will become clear. A new element has been added to the bullet time battles. Would you like to hear more? No! No, it was already bad. Let's talk a little bit about fever time and nega time. Oh god. During a bullet time battle, if you press the space key, fever time will activate and the tempo will be forced to its max. Oh, please. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. Oh, thank god. So you could push right mouse button, left mouse button, right mouse button, left mouse, however you want to destroy the opponent's verbal assault. This only lasts until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of your time. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if only you got the access to special time, right? So we've also prepared something called nega time for your opponent. Please. The opponent activates nega time during the bullet time battle. The tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. Oh no. If you were to activate fever time at this point. No, never mind, I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I was worried about. Unsurprisingly, if your action difficulty is set to gentle, the opponent won't use it. Well then, good luck. I don't want to do this minigame. I'm going to fail this minigame.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence.
So from what I can tell, it doesn't matter. All you have to do is make sure the things don't become, don't, like, get to the max value, right? Like, it doesn't actually matter. You can just ignore. You can just kind of spam click. So yeah, you can just spam. Final strike. Yeah, you can kind of just spam.
This should prove it.
You don't really need to do any timing.
If my thinking so
Which is
far
good,
right,
because if you did, I would lose every time.
Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's gonna confess. Good guy Mondo.
I did it. I killed him.
Oh no. Give me the maze. Let's go. 98 coins! Haha, I'm rich. Oh no, that means I'm gonna need to roll another 100 times.
What are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just... give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger
He's
that.
done.
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
We wouldn't
What's
make
it
the
gonna
wrong
be?
one, Monokuma.
What's it gonna be?
Mondo, guilty.
What?
Uh-oh. Looks like you got it right again. Yes, it is so. The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was... Mondo Owada.
Unbelievable.
In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful. I refuse to believe it. There's no way. No way he would kill someone.
Sorry.
Sorry.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? Why? Why did you do it?
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually...
The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the control key to fast forward the text.
Okay, Monokuma. I definitely want to hear it.
Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. Well, nobody will be able to say anything about, even though you're a boy. But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, The inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him and was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear, instead it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak.
Weak, 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 weak.
We get it.
Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then, the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. Which, of course, included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter what the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fade away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair.
What?
And yet...
I'm sorry.
Sorry. I don't really want to talk about it right now. But I also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, I can tell everyone. Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Now's my chance.
I want to change.
I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, you'll be okay. I'll get better. With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so... that day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And the person he went to?
Yeah, that's right.
It was me.
Yep, it sure was. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret.
uh-huh.
Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help give me some courage. So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong.
I know it says Chihiro said that, but it's wrong. It's definitely a Monokuma line.
That was his aspiration. And he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro. Huh? Did what he did? You mean, that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
It could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro.
But how does moving the body keep a secret?
Because
Because if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity, so... He tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook, see? Then Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed? Yeah. Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why? Why did you? Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone.
You're wrong!
It's impossible.
Don't make me repeat myself.
How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it.
Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know.
Hey,
You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother's name was Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang. And before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number one in the gang, and his number two, his younger brother Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. But then Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brothers someday. His brother's greatness, his reputation began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul.
The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Could someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad.
Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang. Which is why...
I just...
Gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Once, just one time. No matter what, I gotta win.
Don't fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top. And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. Oh wait, that was definitely Monokuma.
But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly...
Oh no, Mondo, you idiot.
Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words.
My bad, kid. I fucked up, sorry.
Of course he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened.
Hey, kid, the rest is up to you. No matter what, we gotta keep the gang together. 'Cause it's the team you and me put together. It's a promise between men.
He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang, in order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother. He could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident. And as a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who'd bested his big brother. Dio was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad, he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother.
I'm strong.
Yes.
Strong. 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 And yet,
as soon as our killing game began, he realized no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own older brother.
no matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I've been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing. So that's why Mondo. After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness, just started swirling around. I'd never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden?
Huh?
Huh? 'Cause I mean, you've kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
But...
You're right, but...
I want to change.
He wants to change! Chihiro is the strongest of us all. Salute to Chihiro, boys. I wrapped myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. His words were like a knife in my gut. Oh, he's stronger than Mondo already. Oh, Chihiro. Chihiro. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong. It can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So, what? You're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret?
Huh?
Huh? I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. Oh, the irony. He had the strength to face his own weakness, to try and overcome it. It was a kind of strength I'd never had. So I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you fucking with me right now?
No!
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo. I felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just sit back, let my secret get revealed, and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
What's wrong?
Damn you!
Why did you have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted to...
No, I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right, I am strong. Strong. I'm strong. Dang, Mondo was compensating. Strong, 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 strong. Stronger than you.
You son of a bitch!
Stronger than Daya! I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet, covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand and I was just staring at him down on the ground. Hey! I killed him.
I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
No. Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. Weakness like that lived in a heart like his. It turned him cold-blooded. God damn it. Oh, Monokuma's getting a kick.
Look at him, you see? You're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory. For that, he killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? 'Cause I sure don't. You bastard! Just shut up, you son of a bitch! Go ahead, say that again, I dare you!
Yep.
Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want, is what I want to say, but... Unfortunately, I can't do that right now, because the time for punishing is fast approaching.
Punishing?
It can't be.
You mean execution?
Well now.
That's what I promised you, right? The blackened that disturbs the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For Mondo Iwata, the ultimate biker gang leader. No, wait.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Get it going, Monokuma. I said wait! Oh no, Taka, your bro's going away, dude. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing, that's right, because you would get killed. Understandable, it's understandable that you would do nothing.
Sorry, man.
You better be sorry, Mondo. Control yourself better, dude. Chihiro was trying to be a brother. What do? You kill him! You kill a brother! You kill a brother like that, dude? No.
I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Poor Mondo. Crumbled over his own emotions. This is why you don't let anything stew, guys. Don't let your emotions stew. Get them out. Get them out. Monokuma, you take that pompadour off your head immediately, please. The Cage of Death. Oh no. Is he gonna kill him with G-Force? That's kind of terrible, actually. Oh yeah, he's gonna get killed with G-Force. I would be puking. How fast do you think he's going in there? I'd imagine pretty quick. That was a whole hell of a lot of G's. Where'd he go? You processed him? Alright then. Wow, very tasteful of you, Monokuma.